Hi, today we will talk about the adjustments for accrued expenses. Okay, so let's start. Okay, when we say accrued expenses, okay, hold on, my computer is not working. It is an entity often incurs expenses before paying for them. Cash payments are usually made at regular intervals for times such as weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annually. If the accounting period ends on the date that does not coincide with the scheduled cash payment date, an adjusting entry is needed to reflect the expense incurred since the last payment. This adjustment helps the entity avoid the impractical preparation of hourly or daily journal entries just to accrue expense. So here are the examples of the accrued expense: salaries, interest, utilities, and tax. Okay, are examples of expenses that are incurred before payments is made. So kapag sinabing accrued expenses, ito yung mga expenses na nagamit na or ito yung nagamit na itong mga bagay na ito pero hindi pa nababayaran. So that's accrued. Like for example nga dito yung salaries, no? Napagtrabahuhan na ng mga empleyado pero hindi pa natin nababayaran sila ng sweldo. That's accrued expenses. Okay? So let's take a look the illustration. So weekly payroll are made on Friday. So for 5-day work week, 590 is the daily wage of 2 employees. Assume that the calendar for March appear as follows. No? So itong company ito ay nagbabayad weekly. No? At nagbabayad sila every Friday. And then kung inyong makikita sa calendar, no? Ang calendar for the month of March, ang 31 ay Wednesday. So ibig sabihin, ang magiging sweldo or magbabayad ng sweldo ang company ito ay April 2. But since itong 29, 30, and 31 ay napagtrabahuhan na ng mga empleyado, so we need to record an adjusting entry on March 31. Even we did not pay yet, no, ng mga empleyado, kasi nga ang scheduled payment ay April 2 sa Friday, pero natrabaho na kasi nila itong 29, 30, and 31. So, kailangan nating ma-record siya for the month of March. Kasi kung magre-record tayo ay sa April 2, ibig sabihin itong 29, 30, and 31 ay makakasama sa record ni April. At hindi yun maganda. So, sa accounting, no? Kailangan kasi kung ano yung mga expenses, mga income, dapat ay record yun sa specific month. Okay? So let's take a look the entries. This is the entry for March 31. So in this case, magre-record na tayo ng salaries expense since yung 29, 30, and 31 ay napagtrabahuhan na. And then salaries payable. Bakit salaries payable? Ito pagkakautang pa natin kasi nga magkakaroon tayo ng cash payment sa April 2 pa sa Friday. Okay, to record the accrued salaries. So ito yung computation, no? Sabi sa illustration, 590 is a daily wage. No? 590 daw yung daily wage. Ay may dalawang empleyado, so times 2 times 3 days. Bakit 3 days? 29, 30, and 31. So that is 3,540. So 3,540 must be included in March book. No? That is the expense for salaries for the March. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Ito naman ay interest. No? On May 1, borrowed 1,220, 120,000 from BDO, issued promissory note that carries a 10% interest per annum. Both the interest and the principal will be payable in 1 year. So, noong May 1, nangutang tayo ng 120,000 kay BDO. Nag-issue tayo ng promissory note. At yan ay may interest daw yan, no? 10% per annum. So, ibig sabihin, itong 120,000, magkakaroon siya ng 10% after a year. So, let's, kaya lamang, no? Kung ire-record natin yan on April 30, kasi yun yung maturity date, no? April 30 sa next year, yun yung maturity date niya. Yun yung date kung kailangan na natin bayaran kasi naka 1 year na, and then kailangan din natin bayaran yung interest expense. So, kung ganun ay magiging over-recording tayo sa April. No? Sa April na susunod na taon ay magiging over-recording yung ating expense sa interest. So, kailangan nating i-prorate yan. So, kailangan tayong magkaroon ng adjustment entry at the end of May. So, May 31. So, ano ang ilalagay ng interest expense and then interest payable. Interest payable, since babayaran pa nga natin yan, ay sa April 30. Okay, paano na-compute yan? No? Yung formula ng interest is equal to principal times rate times time. So, ito yung standard formula. And then, yung interest niya, okay, so 120,000, that is the principal. And then, yung rate niya, 10%, and then payable in 1 year. So, 1 year lang. So, 1. Okay? So, 12,000 per year. Ano nakuha? 120,000 times 10% times 1 is equal to 12,000. That is the yearly or sa May 30, yan yung ating babayaran. Pero kailangan natin siyang i-record monthly para ma-prorate, no? Prorate yung expense. So, 12,000 divided 12 is equal to 1,000. This is a monthly expense, no? Monthly interest expense. That's the reason why we record, or we made a record, no? Interest expense debit 1,000 and then interest payable 1,000 credit. Okay? So sa April 30, itong interest payable nito, ang magiging total niya ay 12,000. Okay, I think that's it. So let's do some exercises. August 1, beauty company borrowed money to BPI amounting to 60,000 with simple interest of 3% per annum, payable for 2 years. How to record the interest expense in August 31. Okay, and then next scenario, Rex company paid their employee every Friday for 5-day work. The employee daily wage is 520 and the company has 4 employees. Assume the end of the month falls on Thursday. What is the adjusting entries? Okay. Once you're done, just kindly comment your answer in the comment section. Thank you and have a good day.